Love. Okay, hi everyone. It is Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. I thought I would do something fun today because this weekend we celebrate Easter. So, I think I have to approve the post on the wall. So let me go and do that. I don't even think I'm on yet. Let's see. All right, there's 2 posts and there's mine. I have to actually approve it. There I go. Okay. Hi everyone. Happy Thirsty Thursday. It is the week of Easter. So today we will be having some fun with jelly beans. All right. So let's get right to it, shall we? All right. So our first cocktail is actually a cocktail base. You know I love to infuse and make fun. So today we are going to be making jelly bean infused vodka. And I'm doing this today, even though I really wanted to do potato pancakes to show you the recipe for tomorrow, because that's what we're going to be having tomorrow. Potato pancakes, and for the Jewish people celebrating Passover, they could easily translate that recipe into their famous latkes. So potato pancakes, obviously we make with potatoes, we grate them, add flour, egg. I'll put that recipe online if anybody's interested, or you could just Google it, but I do have some people that make them excellent. My sister, and maybe she can give us a few hints online. Also the potato the latkes, I'm pretty sure they're made with matzah. Maybe Sheila can chime in there. But anyway, that would be a great meal to have tomorrow, but it is way too much work with frying and hot oil for me to be doing live. So I went easy, and I went and did this today, started yesterday, so that if you were going to go to the store, perhaps, maybe of course you'd pick up a bag of jelly beans if you could, running through CVS or ShopRite or your market. I prefer to use the fruit jelly beans rather than the first kind I bought. Oh gosh, where's the bag? The first kind I bought were just spiced. I didn't even realize I bought them. I just ran quick. It was like 3 weeks ago. I think maybe even a month and a half ago I bought the spice. I was going to send a little care package down to Jane in college. Hi Caroline, I saw you on your video today doing your exercises. That was wonderful. I have that posted on my Facebook page if anyone's interested to follow my niece and nephew, Robert and Caroline, as they do a at-home free video workout for you. But to get back, oh, here they are. Okay. These are the spiced flavor. I made a batch, just a small batch, just one I tried. It's definitely, it's wintergreen. The flavors are actually peppermint, wintergreen, spearmint, clove. I'm not a clove fan. And cinnamon, red. So you might like that. You could probably make a nice little shooter with the red ones, the cinnamon. Or at Christmas time, take a peppermint and make it for Christmas flavor. But for our purposes, we want spring. We want everything spring. It's sunny out. You can see the sunlight coming through the window. It was hailing before. 4 seasons almost in one day. So we're going to use vodka. Cheap vodka is fine because most likely you're going to be serving this for fun, and no one's going to be really drinking way too much of it. It's just more for show. Jazz hands. All right. So, but I only have kettle. I lie. I have the raspberry vodka. You could try that with some of the pink and red ones. That would be adorable. I tasted them all yesterday, and these are the regular jelly beans. These are the baby, just born jelly beans. So they're really cute. So we will start with 1 cup of vodka. Alrighty. I already poured it. I wanted to have everything ready so I'm not frazzled, as Robin says. All right, so you take 1 cup of vodka, and I poured it into a jar. So see here, this was already started. You can see they're losing their color. I did this, oh gosh, what time is it now? 6:30, sorry I'm late. I did this one about 2 hours ago, and you can see they're already losing their color. And then you just put them in the fridge, voila. I literally could, 4 hours, you can put them out for, you could probably put it out if you're just gonna do it that day, right onto the counter. If you wanna refrigerate it, that's great, because of course we like our vodka chilled, all the time chilled, but don't put it in the freezer because then they won't lose their color as much. All right, so you take your jelly beans. These started out as green and pink, and we put them in the fridge overnight. And I got this. Pretty pastel Easter egg color. Okay, and then what I wanted to show you is you would take this after it's turned, and if you don't have a funnel, I have a funnel just for cooking, and I have these funnels. I like to put things in smaller jars all the time, so it's really good to have a funnel. Sorry about that. So for something like this, after it's green enough for you, oh, I'm sorry, 8 to 10 jelly beans per jar. Of course, jelly beans are cheap. If you really want the color, add about 15 and you'll be sure to have it really bright. I kind of wanted to go with, definitely wanted to make them look different. I didn't bother with the yellow. I didn't bother with the white or the pink. I wanted them bright and vibrant for our Easter. All right, so I bought these jars on Amazon. I bought them for something else, which I'll be making probably next week. That was gonna be today, but I thought of this instead. All right, so now we have purple, reddish pink, and a pastel-y green blue. All right, so if you're serving a crowd, like if you were going to do this for a college graduation party and they had two colors, like Auburn has orange and blue, you would take big jars and have them both matching and put them out with the school letter in front, and maybe take the food dye and make blue sugar, dip your glasses in. Obviously, if it's an outdoor party, you don't even want to serve with glasses, so skip the sugar. If you really wanted to make it fun, but nobody's really having 20 people, you'd put out, for a small party, I'd put 3. For a big party, I would love to do 6. But just for a small party, which is probably what we're all gonna have this Easter, sorry, just put it out on a pretty tray, even if it's just you guys, just you and your fam. Put it out. Of course, put out a bowl of jelly beans for garnish. And to mix, of course, this is just a base. And it's sweet, but it's not flavorful. As far as, if you don't use the raspberry and you just use a Tito's or Smirnoff or what have you, it's just literally going to be a cute drink. It's not going to be necessarily a flavored drink. And these were the only matching 4 glasses I had right now. So that's why I'm starting with such a small glass, and you know the drill. If you don't get to chill your glass, you always want to put it ice and then dump. All right, and then let's take our red. No, let's take our purple, because I haven't made a purple drink yet. All right, so now I can eyeball it, but when you're doing it, it would be 2 ounces. That's what I like. Okay, let me show you your mixers. Hi Niall. Any of these cocktails can be mixed very lightly. Whatever you have, we're all running out of stuff. Club soda, sparkling seltzer. This is orange flavor. It would work. If you had the spiced jelly beans, the ginger ale would be great. If you wanted to make it a cocktail, by all means, use the red, make it a Cosmo. Add a little cranberry juice, add a little lime juice, boom, you've got a Cosmo. If you wanted to take this and put some rum and some Malibu, perfect. But this is Easter. It's not necessarily about setting up a full bar. It's just about doing something cute while we're all locked in. So I'm going to take the purple, and I'm going to take, my choice is my choice is going to be this. This is a raspberry lime seltzer, sparkling water that's been sitting in there. Oh, that's a little pink. Alrighty. And then, of course, just to garnish, throw yourself some jelly beans in there. Some white ones, if you can see that. It's an adorable drink. Oh, it is. Okay, so it tastes, I haven't tasted it yet. It tastes a little bit like a melted ice pop, the grape ones. We can keep trying and see which ones we like better. I would possibly also, with the jelly beans, perhaps take the glasses off the tray when you put it out on your bar, your counter, your kitchen table, your dining room table, and take some bowls and put a little, right in one bowl. You don't have to put a ton of garnishes out. If you have it, put a little lime slice, orange slice, lemon slice, blueberry slice, blackberry, whatever you have. And that would be a very cute little Easter celebration. Of course, we like this. Oh, that's what I forgot to tell you guys. When you take it out of the refrigerator, you're gonna want the skanky, yucky jelly beans out. So into your jar, when you're pouring it over, pour it over a little strainer. If you don't have a little strainer, you can use a paper towel, whatever you have to strain it to get the skanky jelly beans out. And then, of course, put little bowls of jelly beans all over your house. And that's it. Happy Easter. Easter cocktail. Very simple. And what else did I want to say about that? Oh, well, our family years ago started, back when I was pregnant with Matt 23 years ago. I was huge. I'd gained way too much weight. But long story short, we had an egg decorating contest. We thought that would be adorable because we were all in our 30s, 20s and 30s, and I think Allie was probably about 15 at that point, and nobody was doing an egg hunt. So we thought, my uncle and aunt are very creative. We thought, let's do an egg contest. It could be anything you want. I took face paint. I painted my huge belly into a big Easter egg. Needless to say, I won, but there were other cocktails. So I have something for this Easter. Caroline, don't watch. I made Easter egg Jell-O shots. I took plastic Easter eggs and I sprayed them with Pam, and then I took the 3 ounces of the Jell-O box, the 3-ounce Jell-O box, mixed it with orange flavored vodka, let that set a little bit, and then I poured it in each half of the washed out plastic. You can surprise them, and when I open it up, it'll be 12 Jell-O shots. So that should make for a fun Easter. I should win the contest, but we'll see. The other fun thing you can have with your Zoom Easter party is, I know it's late, it's Thursday, but if you can't do a decorating any kind of egg, it could be anything. I know there's probably going to be a few very fun. With the eggs, we do it everything. There were Kardashian eggs 10 years ago with the girls. It was really fun. Do something fun. You can do an Easter bonnet contest. You can decorate an old baseball hat into a theme for this year. And then you just all Zoom and you wear your hats and you have an Easter bonnet contest and give out a prize. Venmo somebody $10 in your family. Let them win and you'll have fun. We have to make this Easter fun. One quick thing, sorry, I know I'm not being quick. Yesterday with the coconut macaroons, I didn't think of it until after I went off that, of course, you can dip them in melted chocolate, either using the candy melts or using chocolate chip melts. You can dip them in, and if it was for Easter and you did have some pastel-y kind of sprinkles or sugar, you could dip them in chocolate and then dip them in the sprinkles, and this would be a great Easter treat. So, forgot to say that, but I did put it online. Now, let's get on to our dessert. Not dessert. Why did I say dessert? Oh, because I was holding up a cookie. Okay, so if you're going to the store, or if you haven't gone to the store, if you have brie, or goat cheese. This is mainly a recipe for goat cheese, but I know personally it would work for brie because I make brie usually for every holiday, and I don't roll it, I just top it off. So I cut the top of the rind off the brie. For goat cheese, you can either, I'm gonna make half of this because I wanna save half for another recipe. You're gonna take half of an 8-ounce. If you're serving it for Easter and you want it all the same way, by all means, use the whole thing. All right, so you take your goat log, and there's a couple different ways. I'm going to demonstrate one way. Let me move this stuff out of the way. And it's just a coated, we infused the jelly beans, so now we're gonna infuse our cheese. Alrighty. So I'm going to try to turn the camera. Let's see if that works. To the stove area. Let's move to the stove area, shall we? All right. Okay, y'all with me still? There you go. I know this is chancing it with this camera set up the way I have it set up. Okay, so this is going to be a stovetop recipe, and then it's going to go into the fridge to set. You can do it a couple different ways. You could take your goat cheese and you can leave it whole, or you can take your goat cheese and you can slice it up. I would say a half a log, you would get nice 6 slices, and then you would just serve it individually on a nice baguette, you know, serve out baguettes or long crackers. So into the pan is going a cup of fresh blueberries. Now, I didn't have fresh blueberries, or rather I couldn't find them in my fridge, or maybe I used them for drinks. So you take the blueberries and you put them on the stove. Let's start that. And into that, blueberries will go a quarter. And I'm using hot honey, but this one is not that hot, so I'm not that worried. A quarter of a cup of honey. So I'm just gonna go like that because I literally measured, and even though it's a little less, for the sake of TV right now, I'm not gonna go searching for my other honey because it's full and I don't wanna open it. All right, so into 1 cup of blueberries goes 1/4 cup of honey, and then 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. All right, so here we have our lemon juice squeezer right in the pot. Don't even waste. Nobody wants to clean up. We're sick, all us moms are sick of cleaning up. So 1 tablespoon, of lemon. You take a lemon, cut it in half, put the half in there, and always save your lemon. This was the lemon I used for the macaroons yesterday. It will yield about 3 tablespoons, a half of a juicy lemon. All right, and then into that, I know goes 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Now, I don't have my measuring thing and I don't want to walk away again, so I'm just going to lightly salt it with 1/8 of a teaspoon. Okay, so after that comes to a boil, we're going to keep stirring, and I don't like to use that whisk, so I'm going to get my other one. We're going to let that boil down. And once it starts to bubble, the blueberries begin to burst, that'll be done. Take it off the heat. You're gonna keep whisking it on medium heat. It takes about 5 minutes. So, hi Noelle, how are you? Hi Marion, hi Barb. So in a medium-sized saucepan with medium heat, you take your 1 cup of blueberries, your 1/4 cup of honey, your tablespoon of lemon juice, and your 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. Let it heat up. You can hear it, it's starting to cook. I'm gonna give it a whirl. Now, my blueberries might take a little bit longer because they were frozen, even though they thawed when I ran upstairs at 6 to get dressed. I'm sure they're still cold. So I'm gonna let them cook for a bit. Once they're done, we're gonna take them off the heat and we're gonna let it sit. Oh, we're gonna add the vanilla. So let's just pretend, okay? Once again, for the magic, this is the last of my Mexican vanilla. I'm so upset. I wish I had more. Into that goes a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract once it's off the heat. All right, now I'm just gonna keep it on to let it cook. So with that, you're gonna decide whether you want to serve a plate per person, a little individual. If you had 4 people, then you would give them 1 or 2 slices each if they're thin, or if you just want to put it out for a whole party as part of your charcuterie or just your Easter celebration, which is what we're doing. You're going to take your goat cheese and you're going to get your saran wrap. Sorry, I knew I forgot something. Wouldn't be me if I didn't forget something when I was making it. So 2 pieces. And the reason you're going to not just lay 1 out, you're gonna lay another 1 out, like across. So 1 up, 1 down. And then you're gonna put your goat cheese right in the middle of that. All right. So, take it off the heat. Oh, it smells delicious. Ooh, Karen. Hi, Karen. Happy Passover. All right. It's already, just that minute that we were talking, look at this. It's already, the blueberries are all popping. There's only about 6 left that are whole. It really, I'm gonna mush them now. See that face? I'm gonna mush them. All right. So now I'm gonna just let this cool off because I don't want to pour it on the goat cheese when it's boiling hot. That's a no-no. All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit. Let's go back to stuff. Where my stuff is. Yeah, so I have Tom's phone sitting on my son's computer that we got hooked up finally today, but all you hear is tick, 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 tick while it's going. So now I have something that works, but the sound doesn't. So, you know what? This all came out, this video stuff came out of this Corona, so why would I think it would work? This is crazy time. Okay, also to the computer tonight, I will add goat cheese log infused 3 ways. We also have cranberries. Believe it or not, I found cranberries when I cleaned out my fridge yesterday. So I love cranberries with goat cheese. I kind of think it's a more Christmassy thing, but the way this is, it's not. It's delicious. So you're gonna take your cranberries. I think it's 8 ounces of cranberries. Boil them down. Same thing on the stove. Hold on, let me get the recipe for this one. So when I'm talking about it. Okay, yes. So 8 ounces of fresh or frozen cranberries. And then 1/2 a cup of red wine. So see, it's still happy hour because you got your red wine. So 8 ounces, 1/2 cup, 1/4 cup of water, either a little bit of honey. You can use the hot honey, regular honey, sweet honey. If you have agave, you can use agave. If you have maple syrup, you can use maple syrup. So cranberries, red wine, water, agave, and 1 teaspoon of orange zest. You take it and you just get down to that part. You do not want to get the white. You get your orange zest. 1 tablespoon of honey. Oh, I said that already. And 2 tablespoons of sliced almonds. If you don't have almonds, you don't have to add nuts to this. If you had not pistachios, walnuts, pecans, anything would work. If you don't have nuts, leave it off. If you don't have fresh cranberries, don't worry about it. Find another fruit, blackberries, raspberries. Really, it all works together. And if you really want to finish it off, this recipe, a little cilantro sprinkled on the top of the log would be great. And red pepper jelly. I don't know if I said that. 2 tablespoons of red pepper jelly. So it's the same process as this. You're going to boil down the cranberries with the honey and the water and the red wine, and then you're going to add your orange zest. Orange and cranberry, as we all know at Thanksgiving, is wonderful. And then once that's cooled, you're going to roll it just the same way we're going to roll the blueberries. Okay? Next. Okay, I know everybody says I keep using figs, but figs work. Okay, so here we go. We're going to use our figs, our soft figs. You're going to take them and chop them up. So about 1/2 cup, if you were going to do a whole log, 1/2 cup or 1/4 cup of the soft sun-dried figs for 1/2 log. And then if you don't have pistachios already cracked, you're going to have to crack them yourself. And I believe that is about 2 to 3 tablespoons, depending on whether you're doing the whole log or 1/2 log. Like I said, I think it would be cute if you have the inclination and you're having a bigger party to do goat cheese 3 ways, but obviously we're all stuck in it's just for us. So do 1 and don't waste things because you don't want 3 ends of each different piece. Hi, Nancy. You would rather have it all gone. All right, so this one is simply, this is a really easy one. This is rolling the, I believe it's rolling the, again, I have these all typed up and ready. I believe this one is as easy as taking some wildflower honey, rolling the goat cheese, then adding the, then rolling it in the figs, and then rolling it in the chopped pistachios. And that's it. And let me tell you, the flavors of the pistachio and the fig together, and the flavors of the red wine soaking down into the cranberries with the red pepper jelly, with the goat cheese, excellent. And now our blueberries and lemon and honey, excellent. I'm sure there's some other things you can do. And honestly, like I said, I found a brie. It's probably 2 months old, but it was still wrapped up. So I'll use the brie and I'll do honey, pistachios, and brandy. little brandy and brown sugar, and you put that on the brie, and you put it in a pie, a nonstick pie dish. Plop that in the oven for 5 minutes right before you're ready to serve. Boom, hot brie, but goat cheese, don't do hot. That's for cold. Okay, so I don't know if you can see. This is the problem. My phone's gonna fall if I make it any lower. All right. Am I going on way too long? Probably. Yeah, I think I'm a half hour in. Oh, geez. All right, so you're gonna take your blueberry and you're just gonna drizzle it. It's still a little too hot. All right, you're gonna roll it. All right, and for lack, oh, okay, this is to die for. The other thing I wanna tell you about goat cheese, if you don't already know, most of you do because we're all seasoned professionals at this point with eating out. And all right, so look, you're just gonna roll it until it's completely coated. And once you have all the sides, excuse me, my hands are sticky. I would like it to sit for an hour, if not 30 minutes, but try to get it done. Try to get it done the day before your company's coming, or do this on Saturday and you'll have a beautiful, after you sit and watch some TV, you'll have a beautiful happy hour snack for Sunday. So that is our Easter jelly bean. So we got a grape. I didn't even know I coordinated. We have our grape colored cocktail jelly bean and our grape colored blueberry goat cheese to enjoy. So thank you so much. I don't even want to say it because I see my sister Robin's watching, but yes, again, I was frazzled. I couldn't believe the video sound wasn't working, but enjoy yourself and have a blessed Good Friday tomorrow, and we will see you for Holy Saturday on Saturday. We'll be making some cute little last minute Easter things. Thanks, bye. Okay, I have to shut this off.